Oh, man, I hate Mondays.
Nah, man, it's Tuesday.
Wait. What day is it?
You know what day it is. Tuesday. Tuesday.
Oh, fuck yeah! It's time for Brewsday Tuesday, brought to you by the Cellar and Six Pack Store. Here is DreZ and Huck.
Well, I love that sound.
It is a good sound. It is Brewsday Tuesday, brought to you by the Cellar Restaurant and Six Pack Store in downtown Blacksburg. It is DreZ, it is Huck, and a special guest, which means we'll probably have some technical difficulties and stuff. But our first attempt at having a brewer on via Zoom, we have Phil Wages from Wages Brewing Company out there in a state quite far from here, actually. It was Missouri, right?
Missouri.
I went to a lot of states on the trip, but we got Phil over there at Wages, man. How you doing, Phil? Thanks for joining us.
Doing good. Thanks for having me.
So I was there as part of the RV trip. You're one of the harvest host places, so we got to park the rig right outside the brewery and go in and sample some stuff. And the big beers that I was really looking forward to trying, I've abstained and held them in my fridge for, I guess it was a couple months now since we've been there. But Huck, I think you're going to like these ones. I just popped the Russian Imperial. I believe you have the coconut Russian Imperial.
Coconut Russian Imperial.
So perhaps Phil can even tell us a little bit more about these beers.
So our Russian Imp Stout, kind of inspired by some classics like the North Coast Old Rasputin, the little finger thing, and also Founder's Breakfast Stout. Kind of looked at those two and developed our own. Then the coconut came about. We just did a one-off special on the coconut and mixed it in with the stout to see what would happen. Of course, coconut stout's always a good thing, right?
There you go. Yeah, I think DreZ a little earlier said we might have technical difficulty. I think he's being a little out there that we don't normally have them because we do. So,
but you know,
but it's good to do this because now we can start having on brewers
from afar
virtually.
Too.
Yeah. This is exciting, actually.
Yeah, let's hope it actually works. Of course, we're streaming on the Facebook, on the YouTube as well. You can catch this, of course, if you want to check out the video and look at Phil's pretty face over there out at and what was it? West Plains, right? West Plains, Missouri is where the brewery is?
West Plains, Missouri. It's almost Arkansas.
Yeah, it's right on the border. I do remember that. And
is Missouri next to or above or below?
It's above.
Missouri's above. We're above Arkansas. So
okay,
that's how that works.
Yeah, I just kind of hit a bunch of states in 2019, but I think I just kind of edged through Missouri a little bit. So I spent more time up north in the coastal, up along the what they call the High Line up there.
So I saw you were. I mean, we popped our cans. Obviously, you were pouring something straight from the tap back there.
Yeah,
what are you drinking over there, Phil?
This is our Honorary Mexican Cerveza. It's called that because my wife calls me an honorary Mexican because I eat so much Mexican food. But it's just a regular old Mexican beer. It's my favorite right now.
Yeah.
Like Dos Equis or something like that?
Kind of in that vein, maybe close to Modelo Especial. We use the idea of an original traditional Vienna lager, which is what Mexican beers really are.
Right.
That's kind of our goal with this one.
So how many beers do you have on tap?
Currently, we have 6 plus a shandy, and then we have a couple of sodas. We also make cola and lemon lime soda, and a 9th tap of kombucha.
Oh,
do you do any seasonal beers like Marzahn? Probably my favorite.
Absolutely, we've got our Ozark Toberfest. West Plains is in the Ozarks, so we've got our Ozark Toberfest lager coming out. Maybe next week, definitely within 2 weeks. And then, we've got tons of seasonals. There's a Mississippicon Brown coming later in the fall. We'll have the Russian Imp new batch, what you're drinking right now. We'll have that coming out near probably December. But we're always releasing something. We've got 3 beers on tap all the time. Everything else changes constantly.
That's what I was thinking. I do remember there were some unique beers. I mean, obviously these ones were the ones I was really excited for, but you do seem to be experimenting and doing some really interesting stuff. How long have you, let's get the groundwork. How long has Wages Brewing been open? What got you into beer? Yeah. Give us the whole 411 on Wages.
All right. How much time do we have?
3 minutes. No,
Oh,
yeah,
crap.
we're
Oh,
good.
We did no. We
Well,
just
we
go.
do we
Don't
do
worry
we
about
do
it.
have another segment though. So yeah, you can give us the some cliff notes now, and then we can delve into other stuff later and stuff. Just
Okay,
give us
so
give us some info.
we've been open for 5 years as of 2 weeks ago. So we're right on our 5th anniversary. I started, let's see, let's go back to the real beginning. I hated beer from the moment I was able to legally drink. Of course, all I'd had was domestic macro beer. Then I went to a party in 2004, and a guy had actually brought a keg from Seattle all the way to West Plains. It was Mac and Jack's African Amber Wheat. Still have a fond memory of that in my head. I haven't had it in probably 20 years, so but still. They brought that by and insisted that I try it, so I did, and it was magical. Next thing you knew, I had 3 or 4. My wife had to drive me home. So then I was on an epic journey to taste more good beer. By 2008, a group of friends and I had started bringing kegs to parties. We just go to different craft beer breweries and just bring whatever we could find, throw a party. So we're staying in a circle, we're all enjoying our beers. And one guy says, "Hey, you want to go to my house and brew?" I'm like, "What are you talking about? Isn't that illegal?" And he's like, "No, I've got all the stuff. I did it in the 90s. We can do it now." So we did. And it was a peat smoked porter. It was a kit. We got it from one of the online places. Mm-hmm. And then just started developing my own recipes after that. And within a few more years, I decided I need to make a brewery. I need to make this legit. That started in 2012, and we finally got open in 2016. So there's that whole 4-year-long journey to actually make it happen.
It's a long process to make it
I
happen.
do. I like to do a business like that. I've done a bunch of businesses. So yeah. So what's the ABV on this beer?
Yeah, I was going to ask you that because we're going to need to know that when we untap it here in a second.
Somewhere around 10 or 12%.
So on the show, anything over 7% is a Huck session beer.
This would be a Huck birthday session. Over
Okay,
10%.
so anything over 10 is a Huck birthday session beer.
Yeah.
And I get a lot of, grief. I'll go in a place and they'll say, well, I want to try that triple. And they'll go, well, that's very high alcohol, sir. And you must be careful. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to carefully drink all I want because it's a session beer to me because I drink a lot. So you build up dependencies.
Mm-hmm.
You would get the same caveat from me if you went to order that first.
Yeah, and I'd say what I say, and then they'll go, well, good luck with that. I'm like, you want to go drinking sometime? Most people either end up in jail, divorced, laying in the gutter. I had a guy I went drinking with that got me thrown out of one of my favorite bars. Couldn't handle it. So my next question is, does this have actual coconut in it?
It does. Yeah,
some floaties.
Yeah, it's a product from Cholaka. They sent us a test jug, and basically you shake it up and you mix it directly into the keg. So that's what we did, just try it out. So yeah, it's definitely got those floaties, but that's the way it's supposed to be.
No, I didn't. Yeah, I wasn't.
We love the floaties.
It didn't bother me, really.
That's a good thing. Hashtag unfiltered.
I never get sick because I always drink the sludge at the bottom of a bottle conditioned beer.
Plenty of vitamin B in there for you.
That's right. And all these little dead yeast protect you, I think.
Yeah. So you got me excited. I want to try the coconut, which I need to because I'm already out over
let's
here.
Go ahead and close this one out.
We'll untap it so we can exchange these bad boys. Which that's how we like to rate our beers. The Untap app, if I remember correctly, we discussed that with you as well. DreZ Drinks is my handle. Huck's Beer Buzz is his. Do you have an Untap handle? Do you know what yours is off the top of your head?
Oh, frozen.
Did Phil freeze?
Yeah,
Phil might have froze. Well,
you're cutting out on me.
There you are. We got you back now.
You have Untapped?
Yeah.
There you are.
You're in, you're out.
Well, go ahead and untap that beer. Right, what are you thinking about the cook?
And as you know, everybody knows I'm not a huge stout.
Oh yeah,
fan.
we're on Untapped.
I'm not a huge stout fan, but anytime you make something imperial, it certainly raises my opinion of it. I'm going to give this a 4.75. This is delicious beer. I think the coconut really adds something to it.
Yeah, I'm
going to compare it during the break with the other one, and we'll see what I think.
I was going to say I second all of those things. I'm not a big stout guy, but if it's an imperial stout, that's the only kind that I'll drink, and I do tend to love them. Like you said, we don't know the exact ABV on this, but over 10, maybe around 12, that could work out pretty damn good. And it's going down real easy. I'm interested to see what the coconut is like. Hopefully we'll get Phil back for round
Phil,
2.
But we'll bring him back.
Yeah, we'll bring him back. Round 2 of Brewsday Tuesday coming up here on 105.3 The Bear. Stick around.